Hello, my fellow seekers of greatness. Today, I want to take you on a journey of discovery, empowerment, and transformation. A journey that will challenge the limits you placed on yourself and propel you towards heights you never thought possible. Welcome to a conversation about overcoming limits and unleashing the full extent of your potential through powerful habits that defy belief. Think for a moment about the barriers that stand between you and your aspirations. Perhaps it's self-doubt, fear of failure, or simply the inertia of complacency. Whatever form they may take, these limits have a way of holding us back, preventing us from reaching our truest selves and realizing our boldest dreams. But here's the good news. You have within you the power to transcend these limits. And it all starts with the cultivation of powerful habits, small yet consistent actions that have the extraordinary ability to reshape your reality and propel you towards greatness. In the next few moments, we'll explore the stories of individuals who have defied the odds, shattered their own limitations, and achieved remarkable success through the power of habit. From athletes who have pushed past physical boundaries to entrepreneurs who have revolutionized entire industries, their stories serve as testaments to the transformative potential of habit. But before we delve into their journeys, I want you to take a moment to reflect on your own life. What are the limits that hold you back? What habits do you currently possess that either reinforce those limits or propel you towards your goals? And most importantly, are you ready to embrace the power within you to break free from those constraints and achieve the extraordinary? So, my friends, fasten your seatbelts and prepare for a journey of self-discovery and empowerment. Together, we will uncover the powerful habits that will take you beyond belief and pave the way for a life of limitless possibility. Are you ready to embark on this adventure? Let's dive in. 5 reasons why you're not achieving success and how to overcome them. Brian Tracy. We've all been there, feeling like we're not reaching success. The most common reason why many people don't achieve success is that we haven't defined what success is for us. To get to where you want to be, you must determine your endpoint and work backward to outline the steps from that point to where you are now. That's why it's so important to set goals. Setting goals gives you both a long-term vision and a short-term focus. Throughout my years, I found some common reasons why people don't achieve success. And almost all of these struggles happen because they don't see goal setting as a solution. You're trying to achieve something and not setting a goal. So I invite you to stick around until the end of this material that I've prepared, especially for you. In this video, you're going to learn the reasons why you're probably not achieving success and how to overcome them. We've all been there, feeling motivated to work towards our goals, but then failing along the way. Not reaching a goal can be discouraging and can deter from setting other meaningful goals. However, instead of feeling discouraged when I don't reach a goal, I immediately take some time and reflect on why I didn't achieve that goal so I can learn and grow from the experience. Generally, setting SMART goals is the best way to ensure that we reach our goals, and there are some simple steps we can take to set better goals and then achieve them. Here are 5 reasons why you might not be achieving your goals and the best ways to address those issues. 1. Your goals are too vague. Many times people set goals that are too vague. You might think, I'd like to get in shape, or it would be great to have more money in my savings account. And sure, that would be great. But unless you describe your goals more specifically, you probably won't reach them. Specific goals are helpful because when you explain exactly what you want to do, it's easier to imagine yourself doing it and then actually follow through. Instead of saying, I want to get in shape, try saying, I will exercise 3 days a week and stop drinking sodas. So your goal has transformed from something vague you'd like to do into something concrete and specific you're going to do. 2. You're not quantifying your goals. A common mistake when goals aren't measurable. You should value your goal and measure your progress, otherwise it's probably a good idea to revisit and modify your overall goal. For example, if you said my goal is to save more money, it's difficult to measure what does more mean. That goal could be interpreted in many different ways and could pat me on the back for saving $1 when in reality $1 can't buy much at all. But if I said my goal is to save $5,000 by this summer, it's easy to track that progress. I can regularly check my bank account to see how close I am to that $5,000 mark. And along the way, I stay motivated because I see how close I am to that goal. I encourage you to do the same. 3. You're setting unattainable goals. Setting goals is exciting. You might have big plans, like becoming a millionaire or building your dream home. But if you set the bar too high, you're not going to reach your goals, and you'll feel disappointed in yourself and exhausted. An easy way to combat this is by setting goals that are attainable. For example, let's say I want to build my dream home. Saying I want to build a new home for my family in the next 6 months probably isn't an attainable goal. Building a house takes time, so a more realistic goal could be I will research contractors and get a quote. Once I've achieved that goal, I can think about the rest of the process and decide what the next realistic goal might be. You see the difference? 4. You're setting goals that are irrelevant to your life. Sure, you might like the idea of moving to New York City or the Caribbean, but is that goal really relevant to your life? Achieving that goal might be fun, but if it doesn't move you further along the path of your overall plan for your life, it really wasn't worth it. That's why I always make sure my goals aren't a waste of time. Every goal should have a purpose behind it to help make it relevant. Instead of moving to the Caribbean just because the blue water looks nice, a better goal might be, I want to move to such a city because there are many job opportunities there in my industry. When I set goals, I always make sure they're relevant to my life. 5. You're not adding a time frame requirement. Adding a deadline to each goal you set is essential. When you add a deadline to your goals, you'll be much more motivated to work towards them and ensure you reach them before the time period it ends. What does this look like? It's simple. Instead of saying, I want to hire 2 more employees for my company, say, I want to hire 2 more employees for my company within 3 months. Then you'll be more motivated to pursue and achieve that goal. To ensure I reach goals, I give myself realistic deadlines. These help me keep my goals aligned and within reach. But let me ask you, have you ever set a goal that you couldn't reach? What was it? And how could you have made it more achievable? If you're ready to start setting better goals, you're in luck. Remember, you have the ability to set and achieve any goal. To succeed, know that you must set goals, but reaching them is where the real work begins. If you've tried and failed to reach your goals in the past, it's easy to become discouraged. Perhaps you've started to wonder if you're not the type of person who can easily achieve goals. But the truth is anyone can learn techniques that will allow them to reach any goal they set. As beloved novelist C. Lewis said, you are never too old to set a new goal or dream a new dream. This encouraging thought rings true today and especially for you who have decided to pursue your goals. So today I'm going to share some of my secrets for achieving goals that I've developed over my 30 years of business experience. Take a moment to congratulate yourself for coming this far. You've taken the first and most important step towards improving your life and goal-setting skills. Success is not an action you take, it's a way of life. If you want to achieve great things, greatness must be reflected in everything you do. Therefore, regardless of what you want to achieve, the path to success must begin by adopting the right mindset. The following are 5 tips for developing the perfect mindset for success. But before sharing these 5 tips, let me recommend a training that complements this video, which has changed the lives of many people. This training will teach you to have a mindset of wealth and abundance in just 21 days. We'll leave the link to the training in the video description. Now without further ado, here are the 5 tips for developing the perfect mindset for success. 1. Define what success means. The first step in building a mindset for success is defining what it means to be successful. Setting goals for yourself makes it easier to craft an action plan to achieve your ambitions and will motivate you to carry out that plan. It also provides you with a standard against which to measure your progress and adjust your strategy. Therefore, you should define life or professional goals and then think about what you need to do to achieve them. Try setting SMART goals in every area of your life that you want to change. Additionally, create short-term goals every day or week, ensuring they align with your broader goals. 2. Stay in touch with your intuition. The second step to building a mindset for success is staying in touch with your intuition. Many assume that success means making calculated decisions based on empirical data. While you should strive to be as empirical as possible, such data isn't always available. Regardless of your specific path, you're likely to encounter a decision at some point in your life or career where there isn't a calculable answer. In this situation, you must be able to listen to your intuition. Although not a perfect source of information, our intuitions can often solve problems more quickly than conscious thought. This will enable you to make decisive decisions in challenging situations. 3. Always maintain a positive attitude. Never underestimate the value of a positive attitude towards achieving your goals. Regardless of the path you take, it can be easy to become discouraged by setbacks or temporary failures in achieving specific goals. Positive thinking means identifying these setbacks as learning opportunities. This makes it easier to overcome small failures and keep striving to achieve your goals. Positive thinking also tends to make you a more likable person, allowing you to attract support from others who can help you along the way. 4. Take action. You need to translate your thoughts into action. In addition to positive thoughts, a mindset for success also requires that your thinking be productive. Whenever you're contemplating your goals or obstacles to achieving them, you should be able to identify clear actions you can take in response. The more easily you can transfer an idea or desire into practical action, the easier it will be to move towards your goals. 5. Assume complete responsibility. A mindset for success means being able to take responsibility for everything you do, whether good or bad. If you make a mistake or harm someone along the way, assuming responsibility allows you to contain the damage and preserve your reputation. It also encourages you to think about how you might avoid that mistake in the future. Similarly, if you achieve something, you should take credit for it. Only then will others realize what you're capable of and support you on your path to success. The millionaire mindset for achieving financial independence. There is plenty of money for all those who know how to acquire it and keep it. We live in an abundant universe where there is enough money for all those who truly desire it and are willing to obey the laws that govern its acquisition. You can have everything you want. There is plenty of money available to you. There is no real scarcity. You can have virtually everything you truly desire and need. We live in a generous universe and are surrounded on all sides by blessings and opportunities to acquire everything we truly desire. Your attitude, whether of abundance or scarcity towards money, will have a significant impact on whether you'll become rich or not. Make a decision. The first corollary of the law of abundance states that people become rich because they decide to become rich. They become rich because they believe they have the ability to become rich. Because they believe this wholeheartedly, they act accordingly, consistently, taking the necessary actions that turn their beliefs into realities. And you can always know what your beliefs truly are by observing your actions. There's no other way. The second corollary of this law says people are poor because they haven't yet decided to become rich. Examine your own thinking. In Mark Fisher's book, The Instant Millionaire, the old millionaire asked the young man seeking advice on becoming a millionaire, "Why aren't you already rich?" This is an important question you should ask yourself. How you answer this question will reveal a lot about yourself. Your answers will expose your self-limiting beliefs, doubts, fears, excuses, rationalizations, and justifications. Additionally, you should review your reasons why you're not already rich. Write down all the reasons that come to mind. Go through your answers one by one with someone who knows you well and ask for their opinion. You may be surprised to discover that your reasons are mostly excuses you've fallen in love with. Whatever your reasons or excuses, you can overcome them. The world is full of hundreds and thousands of people who have overcome far greater difficulties than you could imagine and still succeeded. You can too. Your goal in life is to be a great success. Achieve wonderful things as you become stronger, improve with each passing day and week, and ultimately develop your full potential as a person in everything you do. The good news is that there has never been a better time in all of human history for you to achieve your goals and achieve great success than today, right here, right now, wherever you live and whatever you are doing. We are entering what many economists call the golden age of human history, a period of peace and prosperity that has been dreamed of through all ages of man. And you're at the forefront. You are perfectly positioned to maximize your potential and get everything possible out of the unlimited opportunities now opening up around you. The key to great success has always been contained in the principle of leverage. It is your ability to leverage your talents and abilities as a multiplication sign through other people, enabling you to achieve extraordinary things in a short period of time. Men and women who achieve a lot have learned to leverage themselves in various ways and in various directions. And there is no place where leverage is more important than in your ability to influence others in such a way that they help you get the things you want, while at the same time helping themselves get the things they want. One of the great laws of life is the law of reciprocity. This law says that people always try to repay you for everything you do. In a positive sense, it means that every time you do something good for someone else, you create in them a sense of obligation. Since no one likes to be obligated to another person, they will do everything they can to get rid of that feeling of obligation by returning the favor, usually giving much more than what you initially contributed. For example, about 5 years ago, I bought a new car. At the end of the transaction, the sales manager instructed one of his employees to take me in the car to a nearby gas station and fill up the tank. In all my years of buying new and used cars, I had never had someone fill up the gas tank for me at the end of the transaction. 2 years later, I went back to the same dealership and the same sales manager and bought another new car for my wife. I wanted to reciprocate with a $1.20 tank of gas. It led to a $45, and this is one of the great discoveries regarding the law of reciprocity, repayment. When you do something good for someone else, it can be disproportionate in relation to the size of the effort or expense you've made. One of the great principles of success practiced by all highly influential men and women is this: the more you give of yourself without expecting anything in return, the more you will receive from the most unexpected sources. Throughout all ages of man, this has been known as the law of sowing and reaping, the law of cause and effect, or even the law of aspiration. Action and reaction. It says that whatever you put in, you'll get out. It also says that you can plant a small seed and often reap an entire harvest. The wisest men and women in our society always look for opportunities to contribute to others, knowing that they are sowing seeds that will reap in the form of power, influence, and others' desire to cooperate and help them at a later time. On the other hand, people who seem to get nowhere in their lives and careers are always the ones trying to take something before putting it in. As the song goes, they put in a penny and want $1 worth of music. But this isn't for you. Your job is to maximize yourself and your potential throughout your life, and this requires intelligent and deliberate cultivation of people at all levels, doing things for them so that they are predisposed to reciprocate and do things for you when you need and want their help. Dwight D. Eisenhower once said, "Leadership is the ability to get people to do what you want them to do and make them think it's their idea." But the big question we can ask ourselves right now is, why don't people become rich in a country like ours with the opportunities we have? Why do so few people retire financially independent? And finally, I found the answers. These are what I consider to be the 5 reasons why people don't become rich. The first one at the top of the list is that it never occurs to them. The average person has grown up in a family where they have never known anyone rich. They go to school and socialize with people who are not rich. They work with people who are not rich. They have a reference group or a social circle outside of work that is not rich. They don't have role models who are rich. If this has happened to you throughout your formative years up to the age of 20, you can grow up and become a fully mature adult in our society. And it may never occur to you that it is as possible for you to become rich as for anyone else. This is why people who grow up in homes where their parents are rich are much more likely to become rich as adults than people who grew up in homes where their parents are not. So the first reason why people don't become rich is that it never occurs to them that it is possible for them. And of course, if it never occurs to them, they never take any of the necessary steps to make it happen. Make a decision. The second reason why people don't become rich is that they never decide to do so. Even if a person reads a book, attends a conference, or associates with people who are financially successful, nothing changes until they make the decision to do something different. Even if a person realizes that they could become rich, if only they did certain things in a specific way, if they don't decide to take the first step, they end up staying where they are. If they continue to do what they've always done, they'll continue to get what they've always gotten. The main reason for underperformance and failure is that the vast majority of people don't decide to succeed. They never make a firm and unequivocal commitment or a definite decision that they are going to become rich. They want to and intend to and hope to and will someday. They wish, hope, and pray to make a lot of money, but they never decide, "I'm going to do it." This decision is an essential first step towards becoming financially independent. Maybe tomorrow. The third reason why people don't become rich is procrastination. People always have a good reason for not starting to do what they know they need to do to achieve financial independence. It's always the wrong month, the wrong season, or the wrong year. Business conditions in their industry aren't good or maybe too good. The market isn't right. They might have to take risks or give up their security. Maybe next year. There always seems to be a reason to postpone things. As a result, they keep postponing month after month, year after year, until it's too late. Even if a person has realized that they can become rich and has made the decision to change, procrastination will push all their plans into an indefinite future. Pay the price. The fourth reason people retire poor is what economists call the inability to delay gratification. The vast majority of people have an irresistible temptation to spend every penny they earn and anything else they can borrow or buy on credit. If you can't delay gratification and discipline yourself to refrain from spending all you earn, you cannot become rich. If you can't practice budgeting as a lifelong habit, achieving financial independence will be impossible. As W. Clement Stone said, if you cannot save money, the seeds of greatness are not in you. Take the long view. The fifth reason people retire poor is perhaps as important, if not more important, than all the others, and its lack of time perspective. In a longitudinal study conducted by Dr. Edward Bonfield at Harvard University in the 1950s and published in 1964 as The Unheavenly City, he studied the reasons for upward socioeconomic mobility. He wanted to know how one could predict whether an individual or a family would ascend in one or more socioeconomic and be wealthier in the next generations than in this generation. All his research led him to a single factor that he concluded was more accurate than any other in predicting success in the United States. They called it time perspective. This was defined as the amount of time taken into consideration when planning daily activities and making important decisions in life. Time perspective referred to how far into the future one projected when stating what they would or would not do in the present. An example of long-term perspective is the common practice among upper-class families in England of enrolling their children in Oxford or Cambridge as soon as they are born, even though they may not attend for 18 or 19 years. This is a long-term perspective in action. The young couple who start saving $1.50 a month in a college fund for their newborn child to attend the college or university of their choice is a couple with long-term perspective. They are willing to sacrifice in the short term to ensure better outcomes and results in the long term. People with a long-term perspective almost invariably ascend economically throughout their lives. And as we come to the end of our journey together, I want to leave you with one final thought. The journey of overcoming limits and cultivating powerful habits is not a destination. It's a lifelong pursuit. It's about continuously challenging yourself, pushing past your comfort zone, and embracing growth and evolution at every turn. It's about recognizing that the only limits that truly exist are the ones we impose upon ourselves, and that with dedication, discipline, and unwavering belief in our potential, we have the power to transcend those limits and achieve greatness beyond our wildest dreams. So, as you step out into the world, armed with the knowledge and insights gained from our time together, I urge you to embrace the journey ahead with courage, conviction, and an unshakable commitment to excellence. Remember that every action you take, every habit you cultivate, has the power to shape your destiny and propel you towards the life you've always imagined. But perhaps most importantly, remember that you are not alone on this journey. Surround yourself with mentors, supporters, and fellow travelers who inspire and uplift you, and together you will soar to heights you never thought possible. Thank you for embarking on this journey with me. May you continue to push past your limits, defy expectations, and live a life filled with passion, purpose, and possibility. And may the powerful habits you've cultivated lead you beyond belief to a future filled with boundless opportunity and untold fulfillment. Let me ask you, what does failure mean to you? Is it a locked door, a steep cliff, or perhaps a shadow that looms at every ambitious turn? You see, failure has as many faces as there are stars in the sky. Yet, at its core, it's nothing more than a concept, a perspective, an idea that has been given too much power over our dreams and aspirations. Consider the earth. When a child learns to walk, he falls. Does he think of this as failure? No. With eyes filled with determination and a spirit unbroken, he gets up and tries again and again until one day he walks. The child doesn't fear falling. He sees it as a step, a moment, a part of the process. Why then, as adults, have we twisted this natural process into a fear so paralyzing that it keeps us from even taking the first step? The fear of failure is but a mental chain we've placed on ourselves. It's a ghost of, what if that haunts us? What if I'm not good enough? What if I lose? What if I'm mocked? But let me pose a different question. What if your success, your journey, filled with ups and downs, leads you to a destination so glorious, so fulfilling, that every stumble along the way becomes a story of triumph, a badge of honor? Failure, my friends, is not the opposite of success. It's a part of it, a crucial part, in fact. Without the bitter, how would we ever appreciate the sweet? Without the dark, how would we recognize the light? Each failure is not a signal to stop. It's guidance, a lesson, a map that shows us where we went wrong and how we can correct our course. Now I know, embracing failure is easier said than done. The sting of a setback can linger, can it? But what if I told you that the greatest achievements in history were built on the foundation of countless failures? That the brightest minds, the most successful individual, were once deemed failures by themselves or by others? It's true. The difference between them and those who never reached their potential is simple: resilience. They saw failure as a temporary state, not a permanent identity. So how do we combat this fear? How do we strip failure of its power and reclaim our dreams? It begins with changing our perspective. Instead of fearing failure, anticipate the lessons it brings. Welcome it as a mentor, not an enemy. When you set it out on your next venture, whether it's a business, a personal goal, or a new skill, remind yourself, I may stumble, I may fall. But with each step, I grow. With each misstep, I learn. And with each lesson, I move closer to my success. Another key is preparation. Fear often stems from the unknown, from feeling unprepared. Equip yourself with knowledge, with skills, with a plan. But also prepare for the unexpected. Understand that no battle plan survives contact with the enemy intact. Be flexible, be adaptable, and most importantly, be persistent. Now let's talk about support. Surround yourself with individuals who uplift you, who see the flicker of potential within you and fan it into a flame. Avoid the naysayers, the doom predictors, the ones who see the cloud in every silver lining. Instead, seek out those who have walked the path before you, who have faced their own fears and emerged victorious. Let their stories inspire you. Let their advice guide you. In this journey, be kind to yourself. Celebrate every victory, no matter how small. And when you face setbacks, don't be harsh on yourself. Reflect, learn, and then let it go. Your worth is not defined by your failures, nor is it diminished by them. Let me leave you with this thought. The fear of failure is like a shadow. It may follow you, but it has no power to stop you unless you let it. Turn towards the light of your goals, your dreams, your aspirations, and the shadow will fall behind you where it belongs. As we move forward, let's not ask, what if I fail? But rather, what greatness can I achieve when I move beyond fear? Remember, in every endeavor, it's not the fear of falling that should concern us, but the joy of rising each time we fall. Let's delve into the practical steps that transform fear into a driving force towards achieving our highest aspirations. Firstly, goal setting is not just about identifying what you want to achieve. It's about understanding why it's important to you. This why it becomes your beacon guiding you through the storms of doubt and fear. When setting your goals, make them SMARKS, a specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But beyond the acronyms and the methodologies, infuse your goals with passion, with a burning why that lights up even the darkest moments of uncertainty. Now let's talk about the power of visualization. Imagine the accomplishment of your goals in vivid detail, the sensations, the emotions, the environment. This mental rehearsal primes your brain to grasp the reality of your success as achievable, making the fear of failure a background noise rather than a blaring interruption. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It's a strategy used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and achievers in every field to propel themselves towards their dreams. Action, however, is where the rubber meets the road. It's easy to get caught up in the planning and the visualizing, but without action, they're just castles in the air. Break down your goals into actionable steps. What can you do today, no matter how small? That brings you closer to your goal. Action begets progress, and progress, however, incremental dilutes fear. Now, let's address setbacks. They're inevitable. Embrace them. Each setback is a lesson, an opportunity to refine your approach. When faced with failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust my sails to catch the wind more effectively? This mindset turns setbacks into stepping stones, reducing the fear of failure to a mere checkpoint on your journey. Accountability plays a crucial role in this process. Share your goals with someone you trust, someone who believes in you and your vision. This accountability can be a powerful motivator, keeping you on track and encouraging you when doubts creep in. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a peer group, having someone to share your journey with can make all the difference. In cultivating resilience, remember, it's not about never falling. It's about how quickly and how strongly you get back up. Resilience is built through experience, through facing fears head-on, and through the determination to keep moving forward no matter what. It's a muscle that strengthens with use. As we move forward, armed with practical strategies and a renewed mindset, Let's redefine our relationship with failure. Let it not be a harbinger of defeat, but a catalyst for growth. A teacher, a guide, leading us towards our ultimate success. Let this be the moment we decide not just to dream, but to act. Not just to hope, but to achieve. Not just to plan, but to execute. Together let's step beyond fear, embrace the journey of growth, and unlock the limitless potential that resides within each of us. Let's delve into the practical steps that transform fear into a driving force towards achieving our highest aspirations. Firstly, goal setting is not just about identifying what you want to achieve. It's about understanding why it's important to you. This why becomes your beacon, guiding you through the storms of doubt and fear. When setting your goals, make them smart, specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. But beyond the acronyms and the methodologies, infuse your goals with passion. With a burning why that lights up even the darkest moments of uncertainty. Now, let's talk about the power of visualization. Imagine the accomplishment of your goals in vivid detail. The sensations, the emotions, the environment. This mental rehearsal primes your brain to grasp the reality of your success as achievable, making the fear of failure a background noise rather than a blaring interruption. Visualization is not mere daydreaming. It's a strategy used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and achievers in every field to propel themselves towards their dreams. Action, however, is where the rubber meets the road. It's easy to get caught up in the planning and the visualizing, but without action, they're just castles in the air. Break down your goals into actionable steps. What can you do today, no matter how small? That brings you closer to your goal. Action begets progress, and progress, however incremental, dilutes. Now, let's address setbacks. They're inevitable. Embrace them. Each setback is a lesson, an opportunity to refine your approach. When faced with failure, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I adjust my sails to catch the wind more effectively? This mindset turns setbacks into stepping stones, reducing the fear of failure to a mere checkpoint on your journey. Accountability plays a crucial role in this process. Share your goals with someone you trust, someone who believes in you and your vision. This accountability can be a powerful motivator, keeping you on track and encouraging you when doubts creep in. Whether it's a mentor, a friend, or a peer group, having someone to share your journey with can make all the difference. In cultivating resilience, remember, it's not about never falling. It's about how quickly and how strongly you get back up. Resilience is built through experience, through facing fears head-on, and through the determination to keep moving forward no matter what. It's a muscle that strengthens with use. Finally, celebrate every success. No matter how small, each success is a testament to your courage to face your fears and your ability to move beyond them. These celebrations reinforce positive emotions and build confidence, which in turn diminishes the power of fear. In our continued exploration of transforming fear into triumph, let's delve deeper into the essence of perseverance and adaptability, two vital companions on your journey to success. Perseverance is the steadfastness in doing something despite difficulty or delay in achieving success. Adaptability, on the other hand, is your ability to adjust to new conditions. Consider this the path to your goals. It is rarely a straight line. It's more akin to a winding road filled with unforeseen detours and obstacles. The fear of failure often stems from a rigid attachment to a specific outcome or a predefined goal. However, the real beauty of achieving your goals lies in your journey's flexibility and your growth along the way. To harness the power of perseverance, start by setting micro goals. These are small, achievable targets that lead you step by step towards your larger goal. Celebrating these small victories not only boosts your confidence, but also reinforces your commitment to the journey. It's these micro goals that keep your momentum alive, even when the end goal seems distant. Adaptability, meanwhile, requires a mindset open to change. It's about viewing each setback not as a stop sign, but as a detour sign pointing towards a new path. When faced with a challenge, instead of asking, "Why is this happening to me?" ask, "What is this teaching me?" Or "How can I use this to my advantage?" This shift in perspective turns obstacles into opportunities, making the fear of failure less intimidating. Now let's talk about the power of community. Surrounding yourself with a supportive community can significantly impact your journey. This community can offer practical advice, emotional support, and sometimes the tough love needed to push you forward. A community provides a sense of belonging, reminding you that you're not alone in your struggles. Seek out groups, online forums, or local clubs where people share your aspirations and challenges. In this shared space, you'll find not only encouragement, but also inspiration from other stories of overcoming fear and failure. In cultivating a growth mindset, understand that mastery is a process. A growth mindset embraces challenges, perseveres in the face of setbacks, learns from criticism, and finds lessons and inspiration in the success of others. This approach to life and goals makes you resilient in the face of fear and failure. It's the belief that your most basic abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. A view that creates a love of learning and a resilience essential for great accomplishment. Moreover, let's not overlook the importance of self-care in this equation. Your physical and mental well-being play a crucial role in your ability to face fears and push through failures. Regular exercise, adequate rest, healthy eating, and mindfulness practices are not luxuries, but necessities on your path to success. They provide the energy, clarity, and strength needed to tackle challenges and bounce back from setbacks to navigate the complexities of fear and failure. It's essential to recognize the role of reflection and recalibration in our journey. Reflection allows us to pause, look back, and assess our actions, decisions, and their outcome. It's in this introspective state that we can truly understand the lessons each experience teaches us. Recalibration, then, is the process of adjusting our strategies, methods, and sometimes even our goals based on the insights gained from reflection. Imagine you're an archer. Each arrow you shoot that misses the bullseye isn't a testament to your failure, but a chance to adjust your aim, to consider the wind, to steady your hand. In essence, to recalibrate. The fear of missing the target again doesn't deter you. Instead, it sharpens your focus and determination. This is the essence of turning fear into a tool for fine-tuning your pursuit of success. In this recalibration process, it's crucial to cultivate patience. Success, especially the kind that's deeply fulfilling and lasting, often requires time. It unfolds at its own pace, a truth that our fast-paced world tends to make us remind us that growth is incremental and that what matters most is consistent effort and the willingness to stay the course, even when progress seems slow or invisible. Moreover, embracing change is fundamental. The fear of failure often locks us into rigid patterns of thinking and acting, making us resistant to change. Yet change is inevitable and often the only path to breakthroughs and new opportunities. Learning to embrace change, to see it as an adventure rather than a threat, diminishes the fear of failure. It opens us up to new possibilities, new learning, and growth that staying in our comfort zones would never allow. Let us also not underestimate the power of gratitude in this journey. Gratitude shifts our focus from what we lack or have lost to what we possess and have gained. It's a powerful antidote to fear and disappointment. By appreciating the small wins, the lessons learned, and the growth experienced, we build a reservoir of positive energy that fuels our resilience and propels us forward. Now consider the role of creativity and innovation. Fear of failure often stifles our creative impulses, yet it's precisely in moments of uncertainty and risk that the most groundbreaking ideas are born. Encourage yourself to think outside the box, to experiment, and to view failures as feedback for your creative process. This mindset not only diminishes the fear of failure but also positions you as a pioneer in your field, someone who leads rather than follows. As we draw these thoughts to a close, remember that the journey towards overcoming the fear of failure is deeply personal and uniquely yours. It's a path that requires courage, self-compassion, and an unwavering commitment to growth. But it's also a journey that promises unparalleled rewards. The fulfillment of reaching your potential, the joy of discovery, and the peace that comes from knowing you've given your all. So let us step forward with confidence, embracing each challenge as an opportunity to learn, grow, and recalibrate. Let's replace the fear of failure with the courage to try, the resilience to persevere, and the wisdom to adapt. In doing so, we transform not only our relationship with failure, but also the very fabric of our lives, weaving a story of courage, innovation, and success that will inspire generations to come. The fear of failure, this fear deeply ingrained in our psyche, often stands as a formidable barrier between us and our utmost potential, a shadow that darkens the path to our greatest achievements. Yet within this very fear lies the key to unlocking a treasure trove of growth, resilience, and success beyond our wildest imaginations. Imagine for a moment the crisp dawn of a new day, the horizon ablaze with the golden hues of promise and potential. Each day offers us a blank canvas, an opportunity to paint our masterpiece or to cower in the shadows of what-ifs and not-yets. The fear of failure, much like a persistent fog, clouds our vision, obscuring the beauty of the possibilities that lay just beyond our reach. But what if we chose to see this fear not as a foe, but as a guide? A guide that nudges us gently towards the realization that every stumble, every fall, carries with it a lesson, a spark that can ignite the flames of wisdom and strength. The journey of overcoming the fear of failure begins with a single, albeit difficult step: embracing vulnerability. To be vulnerable is to acknowledge our fears, to sit with them to understand their origins, and to recognize that they do not define our worth nor dictate our destiny. This vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but a testament to our courage. A courage that propels us to face the unknown with an open heart and an unwavering spirit. As we traverse the winding paths of our personal and professional lives, we encounter crossroads, moments that demand a choice to retreat into the comfort of the known or to venture into the uncharted territories of our dreams and aspirations. Here in these moments of decision, the fear of failure whispers tales of caution, painting vivid pictures of potential setbacks and disappointments. Yet it is precisely here at the crossroads that we must summon our inner strength and choose to step forward, armed with the knowledge that true growth lies in the realm of uncertainty and challenge. The art of reframing our failures as stepping stones is akin to alchemy, turning leaden experiences into golden insights. Each failure, when viewed through the lens of growth and learning, becomes a milestone on our journey to success. These milestones, markers of our resilience, teach us invaluable lessons about perseverance, adaptability, and the sheer power of a positive mindset. They remind us that the path to achieving our dreams is often littered with obstacles, not to deter us, but to forge into the best versions of ourselves. They consider the stories of history's greatest minds and souls, those who have left indelible marks on the fabric of humanity. Their biographies are not tales of unbroken success, but epic sagas of resilience in the face of adversity. They faced rejection, criticism, and countless failures. Yet, they persisted, driven by an unshakable belief in their vision and purpose. These luminaries, our guides across the ages, stand as beacons of hope, illuminating the truth that greatness is born, not in the absence of failure, but in the relentless pursuit of excellence despite it. Engaging in this pursuit requires us to cultivate a sanctuary of self-belief. It demands that we silence the inner critic, that voice that all too often amplifies our doubts and fears, and instead tune into the inner mentor, the voice that whispers you are capable, you can learn, you can grow. This inner dialogue, steeped in positivity and encouragement, becomes our shield against the arrows of fear and doubt. Furthermore, the journey of transcending the fear of failure is one we need not embark upon alone. Surrounding ourselves with a tribe of supporters, mentors, and fellow dreamers creates a network of encouragement and accountability. This community, a reflection of our aspirations and values, provides not only a safety net in times of setback, but also a cheering squad celebrating each step forward, no matter how small. As we weave the narrative of our lives, let us choose to embrace each experience, each failure with grace and gratitude. Let us recognize that within every moment of apparent defeat lies the seed of opportunity, a chance to learn, to grow, and to edge ever closer to our goals. With each day, let us renew our commitment to journey beyond the fear of failure, to explore the vast expanse of our potential, and to boldly claim the success that awaits us on the other side of fear. In the pursuit of transcending the fear of failure, we must delve deeper into the essence of personal transformation, a journey that begins within the corridors of our own minds. It's here in the silent conversations we have with ourselves that the battle against fear is either won or lost. Our thoughts, those incessant whispers that either champion our cause or challenge our resolve, hold the power to shape our reality. The narrative we choose to believe about who we are and what we're capable of achieving sets the groundwork for either a life of fulfillment or a shadow of what could have been. Embarking on this path requires a conscious effort to cultivate a mindset of abundance and possibility. It demands that we shift our focus from what's missing, from the gaps and the lacks, to the abundance that surrounds us. This abundance isn't just material, but is profoundly reflected in the opportunities for growth, connection, and self-discovery that each new challenge presents. When faced with the fear of failure, remind yourself of the myriad times you faced adversity and emerged stronger, wiser, and more resilient. These instances, though they may seem minor in isolation, collectively form a powerful testament to your inherent strength and adaptability. Moreover, embracing the concept of lifelong learning is pivotal in overcoming the fear of failure. The realization that there's always something new to discover, some uncharted territory of knowledge or skill to explore, imbues our journey with a sense of adventure and curiosity. From a looming specter into a curious companion on our journey of growth. Each failure then becomes not a verdict on our capabilities, but a lesson in our curriculum of personal development, an opportunity to refine our strategies, expand our understanding, and deepen our resilience. The art of gratitude plays a crucial role in this transformative process. By practicing gratitude, we anchor ourselves in the present, acknowledging the beauty, the achievements, and the progress that characterize our journey. This practice shifts our energy from fear and lack to appreciation and abundance, creating a fertile ground for positivity and growth. Gratitude illuminates the richness of our journey, highlighting the support, the opportunities, and the moments of joy that punctuate our path. In this narrative of overcoming the fear of failure, it's essential to recognize the power of our collective humanity. We are not solitary travelers on this journey. We walk a path tread by countless others, each with their own stories of struggle, resilience, and triumph. Drawing inspiration from these shared experiences reminds us that we are part of a larger, interconnected tapestry of human endeavor. The realization that others have faced their fears, embraced their failures, and continued forward lends us strength and solidarity in our own journey. As we venture forward, let us do so with a heart full of courage, a mind open to learning, and a spirit undeterred by the specter of failure. Let us weave a narrative of our lives that is rich in experiences marked by growth and defined by the relentless pursuit of our passions and dreams. The fear of failure, once a daunting barrier, becomes a stepping stone, a catalyst propelling us towards our highest potential.